Everybody, welcome in. What I was saying, first off, thank you, Raiders. Skeleton Alpha, thank you for the raid. And all of these first time chatters, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be playing a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. Um, for those who are new here, new to the channel, I'm also new to the channel. We're all new to the channel. This is a first time ever stream. That said, we are going to be playing a slightly modified, but mostly to the module as far as story goes, as far as mapping goes, with a bit of mechanical tweaks, a little bit of creative liberty only when really necessary, as the module permits, of the Wilds Beyond the Witchlight, of which this campaign we are going to dub as the Lost and the Found. I don't know about you all, but I think I'm ready to start rolling some dice. Couple of ground rules for my chatters here. Because this is a module, we do ask for no spoilers. If you have already played through this module or already read through this module, you're more than welcome to be excited with us. But please do not spoil, as there are lots of twists, turns, and mysteries to unravel. In the same vein, if you don't want to be spoiled, this may not necessarily be the campaign for you. However, I will say before you leave, this is a module with a ton of replayability. And I will say that even as we are playing it by the book, every DM will interpret a lot of what is in here differently. There's a lot of room for different DMs to do different things and handle different events in different ways. So if you're down to clown and you're ready to infiltrate a carnival, stick around. You might be in for a good time. Without further ado, why don't we start shilling? My lovely, lovely players, tell me who you are and where everybody can find you. Starting at my top of the list with Clary.
Hello. It's me. I'm a little creature. It's so surreal seeing me as like a little dinosaur thing. Hi everybody. I'm Clary. I also go by Punky. I guess not technically yet. I haven't started streaming, but I'm getting in the process of setting everything up. My Twitch channel is, underneath my character's name, Punky, and my Blue Sky is similarly. It's Punky PUN hyphen KI. I play a bunch of D&D. I play a bunch of other stuff, and I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. Next up, we got Trinket. Who are you? Where can they find you?
Hi, as I say, Trinket. You can find me pretty much anywhere as the Trinket Witch, or you can just find all my socials on trinket-witch.creation, or sorry, trinketwitchcreations.card.co for pretty much anywhere. And let's see here. You said, what else do we need?
That's it. That's it.
Alrighty.
Unless there's some project you want to shill, that's yeah. Thank you very much for being here. Next up, we got Pepper.
Yo, hi, I'm Pepper. I'm Pepper Chester, Nekoma Cheshire Cat VTuber. I've been on a bit of a hiatus, but I'm planning on coming back in due time. If you're interested in anything I'm doing about future projects and my art, definitely check out my Blue Sky or my Tumblr. I've been mulling over getting a new ground to post my art, but I'm not certain still. But yeah, just go ahead and peep all that if you're interested. I am not on Twitter anymore, though. So if you're gonna look for me there, no, sorry, that's not where you're gonna get.
Thank you. And yeah, Twitter is dead to all of us. All right.
True.
Last but certainly not least, Zai. Who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello, everyone. I'm Zyme Sight. Friends call me Zyme. You can catch me on Twitch and Instagram at Zymesite and basically everywhere else like Blue Sky and YouTube at Zyme or Zyminess. Uh, I'm usually streaming 3 to 4 times a week. Doing comfy book nook streams on Tuesdays. Wednesdays trying to get through the Hellbound Hell Mode run of Onimusha 2. Thursdays playing Hades 2, and Fridays playing fighting games and beat 'em ups for Fistful of Friday. Cause yeah, I like pressing those buttons and doing combos and dropping combos. um, Also, on Saturdays, depending on the Saturday, you will be able to, of course, find me here with these lovely beans for the lost and the found. And then on alternating Saturdays, you will find me over on Burnout Vaughn's channel for Saved by the Spells playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. And then Sundays, I'm buried in schoolwork. Leave me alone. But that's me.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for being here. And before we get started, this is going to make things a little interesting. And it is going to be us starting with a roll. I would love the four of you to roll me some initiative.
Terrifying.
Okay.
Amazing. A 5.
And 11.
2 5s, 10, and 11.
Fantastic. Oh, and you know what? The players know what's up at this point. This is kind of low-key perfect. Not going to lie. So, we shall start. In a bookstore. It is the middle of the day. Lunchtime has passed. Customers of many a type. You see gnomes, dwarves, elves, humans, even some kobolds. A variety of folk. In and out, perusing, wandering between the maze of shelves. As we take in a breath, the smell of dry, old leather mixed with the wafting of parchment. We turn our attention towards the ringing of a bell, a door opening, and of course, a welcome in. And in front of the open space, right beside that front door, we see, well, why don't I let you describe what we see and what it is that you are doing? BB.
Yeah. So there's a short, like, I want to say, did I say 3 foot? Yeah, almost 3 feet tall, not quite, though he would lie to you. Kind of dashing past the entrance to this bookstore, a small kobold with orange scales, kind of light sherbet in hue, with a little bit of like verdant mossy green ending at the tips, in a little like doublet and a vest and a kind of belt haphazardly tied around his waist. There's like the jingling of like a little inkwell in there, maybe a pen, and some other tools, but most importantly, around his shoulder is a satchel where he's carrying a few books. There's a weird sort of like apparatus on his back that's not quite a backpack, but is like fitted for carrying a massive amount of books. A like tower of them taller than he is, and he's kind of like hunched over, scurrying forward, holding books like in this kind of case on his back and in his arm as well. I'm not even sure if he registers that someone is entering as he kind of scurries by. There's too much to be done, and especially past the since lunch is over, he knows very well that there's going to be an influx of customers that have had tea or coffee or what have you, and are feeling, you know what, maybe I could get a book to read for this like nice temperate evening, and things have got to be tidy around the store if they're gonna find what they want.
And one of the things that has certainly created an influx, right, is the new books you've gotten in your store. Recently speaking, your manager has collected a new assortment imported from the bigger city of romance, some horror, autobiographical, you know, the good stuff, the stuff that sells, but also, right, you have seen a number of different books that are informational, ones that cover history, some of them specifically looking at regions or looking at essentially like the environments, right? The magics, the creatures, those so on and so forth. And naturally, as you have been, as you said, tidying up the place, these have to be put away. You see a little cart, like a little wooden cart with stacks of these new books that are just kind of sitting. The last person who left on their shift clearly had just left it there. In this moment, what do you think BB would be doing and or focusing on?
There's just like this deep haggard sigh seeing the cart full of books that should have been put away, because it's not just the cart full of books that haven't been put away by a coworker, right? It's the cart full of books that haven't been put away, and then there's books on top of it that have haphazardly been put there by customers who can't be asked to put them in the places that they belong, and then it's all the books that BB's currently carrying. And as much as he loves, you know, existing in a bookstore to read about environments and magic and kind of just learn about things that he doesn't really care to ever see in real life, it's exhausting. This is exhausting. And he is not particularly a fan of romance, having to shelve so much of it that he would call he he would probably call cozy slop. Just a lot of books that don't talk, like a lot of romance books that don't talk about the interesting parts of relationships or the fascinating things that bring people together, and just like the sort of thing that you could do regularly with someone else if you meet them, like go out to a cafe or a bakery. And he's exhausted by it. So he sees this cart full of books and just, I can't believe they saddled me with this again.
Do you start picking them up one by one, putting them away?
Yes, absolutely.
As you do, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, Lord. I just want to say, as someone who's worked in a bookstore, I feel like I've had like an unspoken narrator say that to me in the bookstore doing this exact task.
As someone who has also worked in a bookstore, I'm shaking your hand.
Mood.
Alrighty. What's that roll?
We got a crisp 14.
Amazing. On a crisp 14, in the corner of your eye, you watch as what appears to be a short, stout halfling man, curly brown locks, a nice button-up green vest that looks like the summer grass. Pick up one of the books, flip through it, Shrug, toss it.
What? Like just like over his shoulder, like on the
Like
ground?
just toss it back onto the cart, but that's a toss. And so things are shifting and unbalanced.
I think BB immediately looks over, and there's another like, excuse me. I would prefer if the merchandise were not thrown about in such a way.
As you say this, the halfling seems to pay you no mind, looking over to another person and going, "Oh, I don't know, man. That looks like trash. I don't know what's up with these authors these days," and just keeps walking and talking with this other person.
Question for you.
Potential answer.
Do they look like they're walking out of the store, or do
Not
they look like
quite.
they're walking further in?
Yeah, they look like they're walking further in towards the maze.
Oh Lord. BB, I think, is not going to pursue, and is just going to like sigh and kind of keep an eye on this guy, because he's probably going to be an issue, and go pick up the book that was tossed.
Sure thing. As you pick up the book that was tossed, it looks like, the cover like leather bound, right? It looks pretty standard, but you guess based on the on what his comment was, you're guessing it's some sort of like romance. And as you pick it up, you look at the title, and it reads "Clowns of a Variety, a Honk to Please."
Really, he didn't find that the least bit interesting. That's like I've never seen this book before, and I would read this. This is kind of, and BB's kind of like mussing over the cover and like kind of rubbing off the like dust and dirt that it might have picked up being tossed.
You notice immediately underneath this book, as you're growing more and more frustrated, you find a book that's titled the one that's immediately underneath it, Wonders of the Plains, an anthology.
Oh. I think immediately he's going to like tuck it into his satchel.
As you do, I want you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Fear. That's another 14. It seems I am only capable of rolling one number today.
So, on a 14, you reach out your claw and, on reflex, and find that a loose piece of parchment has fallen out.
Huh. Curious. Like it just fell out of the book, or it's like missing?
It just fell out of the book. And it doesn't look like...
Yeah, I mean, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like the parchment that's in the book. Like, if you compare the coloration of the pages, totally different. And you look at it, and it reads, "Come one, come all to the Witchlight Carnival in your local vicinity. Only here for 3 nights." And you look at the date. That's tonight. And it looks like the carnival opens when your shift ends.
Huh. Well, I guess that could be fun. He furrows his brow, and gets a like. There's a strange feeling of something that doesn't really happen to him super often, which is curiosity. There are like few and far things that I think strike BB's curiosity. He's a very regimented little kobold, and exists very, very firmly within his routines. So breaking a routine to go to, a carnival, a festival, and kind of spend late hours there is certainly out of the ordinary for him. But for some reason, this is sounds kind of interesting.
why don't you go ahead and roll me a history check?
Absolutely. It's going to be another 14. I'm going to call it. Damn it.
Close. But still, on an 11, this name sounds familiar to you. No, this name sounds familiar to you. And it's not because you've definitely seen other posters. It's not because you've seen other posters, no. You can't place it, but you swear you've been to the Witchlight Carnival before.
BB, I think, is definitely interested in going now, especially having this like small confusion of just like almost like deja vu, right? It's like I've been here before, I've done this thing. But for BB, who also doesn't believe in deja vu, is like, well, there's simply no way. This must have been like a dream or something I had, or my brain is filing the memory into the wrong category shortly.
And I can only imagine, as the shift continues, how is BB feeling?
I think distracted now. Despite the frustrations of the kind of potentially ornery customer, this curiosity and fascination with the carnival has kind of like entirely consumed him. Kind of being so strictly regimented and like scheduled all the time, the idea and prospect of like something disrupting this schedule and having like a new thing to look forward to is like exciting in a way that he's not used to. So I think he's like entirely distracted and probably a little bit worse than normal at his job, you know, taking a little bit longer to sort books, maybe putting a few in the wrong spot, like a couple letters out of order, not too many, right?
And right as things are getting so close to the end of your shift, I need you to roll me one more dexterity saving throw, but this is going to be with disadvantage.
Oh no. Well, that's a 6.
You, distracted and in your brain, trip fully, bumping straight into one of the shelves. Books everywhere.
Oh, damn it. Is there anyone around who can help? Do I have any coworkers nearby, perhaps, that would be willing to maybe help me with this?
Roll a perception check.
Nope, that's persuasion. They both start. It starts with P, so that's like kind of close.
20.
Hey, much better.
21. You do see that at the very least your boss is over at the front desk and is watching you.
There is a like there is the like profound urge to like roll my eyes and take a like deep frustrated breath, but instead BB tries his best. The frustration's starting to snowball, and he's going to collect himself, brush his pants off, take a very long and deep sigh, stand up, and start collecting the books.
And as BB is finishing his shift and collecting the books, we now shift our scene. Instead, finding ourselves in a local tavern. There we go. Audio adjustment. Now, this is that time of day where the tavern starts becoming bustling, right? And of course, music. Music abound. The fiddle, the flute. You hear the laughter and jovial conversation of many a patrons all over, just starting to get a good evening meal in their system. And of course, ale, wine, alcohol, beverage, all seeping in and slowly beginning to loosen those inhibitions. In this moment, amongst the loud, the audacious, the clamor of the busyness, we turn our attention now to another, seated likely with their own instrument out, as Zenti, would you describe yourself and what are you doing?
You had Zenki, right, with the K. So Zenki's pretty much sitting there, probably tuning his instrument of choice at the moment. He's saving he's playing on, he's like tuning up his lute right now. He's a little buzzed at the moment from the ale he's been having a little bit, so he's just kind of like really lax, slumped into his chair a little bit, just kind of enjoying the vibes and the scenery. He's taking into like he's not taking note that his cup is like half empty, and while it would be better to just finish it, he's thinking about asking for a top off if that's anything, because he's a little greedy like that. But more importantly, he's just focusing on trying to make sure to string his lute properly before plucking a few of the strings individually, at least warming himself up a little bit.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check. I'm so sorry to interject.
No, you're good. You're good. Performance check?
Yeah, performance check to see how well you, in your ailment you are to successfully string your lute.
There we go.
A 16. Yeah, this is like muscle memory for you. Even as you are starting to get a little bit inebriated, you find yourself easily able to do so. Please continue.
That's all good. After a bit, he's going to once he finishes stringing the lute a little bit more, he's going to go ahead and survey the area before asking for that top off real quick. Is there anybody of note in here? Because he's looking probably to probably at least definitely amass a small crowd.
Sure.
Probably like, all eyes on him kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Where are you? What are these rolls, Enki?
18. I like to think in this moment, this is Roll20 balancing itself out after the 14, 14, 11, 12, 12. It always comes in waves. Highs, lows, highs. Lows.
There's always someone who gets the short end of the dice.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, a couple of things that you immediately note. Obviously, you see the bartender, who has been very, very rapidly filling and refilling and sliding and moving different beverages across the countertop. You notice as well that there is an individual, a human, just pretty generic looking, who seems to be putting some type of bulletin up on the notice board that's besides, like, off to the side of the bar. And then you see on an 18 what appears to be a very tiny, almost light. It's got this sort of greenish, luminescent glow, and it seems to be flickering on the actual countertop of the bar.
Oh. And his inebriated state, I know he's looking for a crowd, but he'd probably what the hell is that? And probably actually get up out of his seat to go check on it real quick to see what exactly is causing that glow over there.
Yeah, absolutely. You approach like you normally would, I'm sure, with a... Well, how would you describe your approach, actually?
He would probably stride towards it with an air of definitely confidence. He's not the bar owner, but he acts like he owns the bar, if you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You can hear his talons clicking against the wood as he's walking towards it.
I like to imagine there's a bit of a rhythm to the clicks.
You would be right. This man loves his music.
Yeah, and as you approach that swagger in your saunter, you notice that the green light is moving.
The hell?
And as you get closer and closer, that there are two butterfly wings actually that are beating, which is causing that light to flicker. As you have stumbled upon a pixie.
Oh,
Yeah, a pixie.
bloody hell! There's a pixie here.
Yeah. You've never seen a pixie before in your life, or at least not here. You have, but not here.
Yes. What if the last place I would expect a pixie would be in a bar, a tavern, or anything like the sort? What is? Did someone leave a window open? What's going on here? He's definitely like looking a little flabbergasted at it, but he's not like perturbed. He's, if anything, mildly endeared. The whimsy a little bit. He's going to go ahead and.
Nope, you continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. He's probably gonna go ahead and like see why. Is it just resting there? Is it like stuck on something?
Nope, it seems to be sitting and it's kind of swaying to the ambient music that's playing by other musicians.
Oh, I think he's found his audience. Just the one pixie in the entire room. Hey, he's going to go ahead and take his quickly rush back to grab his drink and then come back and gently set it aside next to him. Would you mind if I like played a song for a little bit of a spell here? If that's completely fine with you. He says with the air of confidence that he knows he's going to get a yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're sitting all here by your lonesome.
I didn't even think you could see me. That's very curious. You see now that you're much closer, the pixie, very vibrant green hair, like, spiked out in all directions, ears for days. They seem to be wearing clothes, fastened out of what appears to be some sort of leaves, that almost look like a tunic and some pants. You notice that they have little, like, what look like sewn seeds, that are sort of making, like, ankle bracelets. And you just get the sense as you look at this person, right, as you look at this pixie, that they're very surprised to see you. But they're almost delighted. There's like without even an insight check, there's like a flicker of curiosity and intrigue. I mean, I won't say no to a private show, I guess.
Excellent. All right, let me just go ahead and warm this up a little bit. Stringing these things can be such a pain in the ass sometimes, but, it's not that bad of a deal anyway. Do you have any requests, or do you want me to just go ahead and just play something out of the old noggin?
I would say go play something out of the old noggin. I'm curious to know what you know.
Oh, ooh, absolutely, absolutely. All right, let me just go ahead and figure if I can get something going here.
And
He's warming up his... Well, go ahead.
Nope. Go for it.
Okay, I was just going to say he's warming up his lute and trying to mull over something to pluck out of a song-wise out of his head. And he's racking his brain a bit about it, but he's probably going to play like some sort of... Well, before I lay any songs on the table, what songs am I allowed to play?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you to roll me a history check, actually.
Okay. Ooh.
This makes sense. You feel like it's on the tip of your tongue. Oh, there's a song that you're itching to play, but you can't fully remember the lyrics or the tune.
He's grumbling about that.
Something the matter?
No, I got it. It's at the forefront of my mind. Just give me a little bit. I know exactly what to play. I'm just trying to place it.
Do you have a melody? Maybe I know it.
He's going to try to like hum and drum his
Sure.
drum his fingers
Sure.
on the yeah. He's going to probably tap out something along the lines of now even I'm trying to think of a good song too.
It's all good. I can take it from here. And as you sort of like hum to yourself a couple notes, the pixie actually pipes up and goes, "Oh, that's interesting. I actually know that song. There was a question for you. You wouldn't happen to have previously worked at the Witchlight Carnival, have you?"
Huh? The word Witchlight escaping the pixie's lips immediately, like, pretty much makes his feather stand on end real quickly as he's like taken aback by hearing those exact words. A long time ago, yes. I recall that I have.
Because that's a song that the siren sings.
Oh. It's been so long. It slipped my mind.
Huh.
Really slipped my mind.
Well, funny coincidence here. You wouldn't happen to. There's you see that they're kind of like debating on whether or not they want to say something before they just kind of shake their head. You know that the carnival's here, right?
What? You didn't hear my voice crack? What?
Yeah.
It is?
I mean, that's why I'm here. And they kind of do like a really pathetic jazz hands. I shouldn't actually be here, but yeah, we're setting up, putting out posters and letting people know that we're here for the next 3 days, and our doors open shortly in the next hour or so. You should come.
What the? Huh. He's kind of like stun locked now hearing this. And he's going over, would it be my best interest to go? Or should I not risk my neck and just go ahead and stay here and just ignore everything for the next 3 days? But he knows himself damn well enough to not listen to the latter. And he's going to definitely check it out, do the former's thoughts. But he's kind of kicking himself in the butt for it. However, he does miss the everything that came with it. He does miss the good times.
You, after being lost in thought for a second, look back down and you see the pixie's just kind of nervously, like, looking up at you with, like, big eyes, like, big golden eyes.
Hey, knock it off with the puppy dog face. Come on, no puppy dog pouting here.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where it's located if you don't tell anyone that I have been not doing my job. How does that sound?
You know what? Absolutely. Yeah, that's totally fine.
They hold out their hand for a handshake.
He's gonna stick his little finger feather out just for her to shake it, for them to shake it.
Yeah, and it's like a small tug on your finger, but it sure is a handshake. All right, so if you go on the edge of town, right where the fields just meet their horizon, I promise you'll start to see the glittering lights. It's really hard to miss.
Sounds about right. All right, thank you. And trust me, I'm not going to tell anybody I spotted you here. Between you and me, I used to do this sort of thing, too.
Ah, yes, the kindred spirit. Understood.
not gonna squeal. So we'll just spot them on the horizon. Understood.
Understood. And as the two of you sort of come to this like conversation, agreement, you actually find that conversation between the two of you takes off rather easily. Discussions about how the town has been. It's very mundane. Let's be real. There hasn't been a lot going on besides the carnival. So while this pixie is asking you questions, you don't feel like there's a lot of gossip to be had, actually.
Ugh. This is honestly the most intriguing thing I've had to talk about in too long. It's been too long.
Well, I suppose all the more reason why you should go to the carnival, yeah?
All right, you're twisting my arm. You're twisting my wing. All right. I'll go ahead and pop by for a spell. I'll stick my head in for a little bit. See how things are going without me.
And as that conversation naturally sort of comes to a lull, the evening continuing, Zenki, you probably consume a little bit more alcohol, eat a little bit more food. We turn our attention now to a duo instead of just one. Walking down the path in the woods, seemingly leading nowhere and yet somewhere all the same. One of you knows exactly where you're going and has the intent to find somebody very specific. The other of you walking with trust, moving forward, not knowing exactly your destination, but knowing that where your destination is, where it lies, there is something that you seek. As we open to this path, the smell of conifers, of evergreens, fills your nose, that sharp, frosty smell. The evening beginning to grow dim, darker, but not quite fully twilight, as the sun flirts with the horizon and the tree line. A very thin mist, not ominous for those who are used to mist being a bad thing. This is merely a dew of the times. Covers and obscures the forest out beyond the beaten path. And first I ask, Cassius, or Cash, would you describe yourself and what it is that you are looking for?
So, poking up out of the mist is a pretty tall figure, just dressed in a really simple a duster and a tunic, but he's not like a lot of the other folks in town. He has kind of a rusty, almost ashy brick type of complexion, and he's one of the few types in town that has horns jutting out of his face. He's an older gentleman. He's of course walking with purpose. Probably the oddest thing about him outside of the horns is probably the eyes. They, in the dark, you would only ever really see this sulfurous little flicker of light, and he's used it to his advantage on a number of occasions, but in this instance he is just walking with purpose. In his hand he's got a basket of a freshly made pumpkin pie, and he's kind of looking back over to the person that he's walking with, trying to double check, make sure they don't get lost in the mist. Yeah, if I remember right, how tall were you again?
Well, why don't you just introduce yourself, Arlo? Who are you? What do you look like?
Arlo is approximately 5'6", for maybe 165 centimeters for the non-imperial, and appears to be 17. We say appears because there's an air about her that's much older. Has gray and amber eyes, a kind of a chicory skin tone? At least seems like skin. Maybe? But upon closer inspection, the skin seems to have a wooden texture to it, and where one might just see a hand straight into the arm, there are joints, connections, round, like ball and sockets. It looks like she's been made, but you can only tell if you look at the hands, the wrists, or if you stare at her face for too long and you realize that the metal ball bearings, perhaps, on the front of her face aren't jewelry. As she walks through this forest, wearing what almost looks like a newsboy outfit, a grayish sort of tam or newsboy hat, bright green spectacles over her eyes. Not sure if she needs them to see with or not. A loose-fitting beige button-down shirt, rolled up sleeves just to the elbows, suspenders, and some green slacks of sorts, like riding slacks, matching her glasses, cuffed just below the knee, with some knee-high socks and rusted orange-colored boots. Curly hair just kind of sort of bouncing along as they walk in a particular direction. I assume somehow familiar with where they're going?
Cash, you do know where you're going, right?
It shouldn't be much farther now. I really appreciate you sticking around. Let me know about what your deal was while I was waiting for this to get done. I didn't mean to make that take so long, but again, shouldn't be much farther now.
And as if
Yeah,
on... Oh,
no
I'm so sorry.
worries. Oh no, you're fine.
And as if on cue, your eyes watch as the mist part, as if obstructed. The smell of pumpkin now growing stronger as you watch the trees clear into what appears to be an entire clearing full of giant, winding pumpkins. Golden, orange, clearly as large as like a bale of hay. Some still connected in their vines, while others broken off, starting to be consumed almost by the elements and the animals and the natural ecosystem around it. Within this clearing, this forest, if you will, your eyes are drawn from below to above as smoke rises from a chimney to become lost among the trees above. As all of you see this, this is where the path is leading you, Arlo and Cash, to this cottage. Cash, this is the cottage that your friend Madrick lives in. You know this cottage well, though you have not been here in some time. As the two of you are approaching this cottage, Cash and Arlo, whoever wants to go first, what are you feeling in this moment?
For me, it's going to be a little nostalgia, but also a little bit of, I don't know what you would call it, that kind of not fully sad, but also kind of not fully apathetic. Because I know how he's been helping out for the past month or so, and it is nice to see him just having a familiar face to chat with once in a while.
Certainly. And Arlo?
In Arlo's case, it depends on how familiar she is with this. Does she recognize where she is at all?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Will do. A 19.
You recognize the pumpkin farm. You recognize that you have heard in your time here of this pumpkin farm. This is a place where seemingly larger than human size, in almost rumored to be enchanted pumpkins, and yet no proof has ever been found that these pumpkins, despite their size, are magical in any way. But you have seen these pumpkins, but only these pumpkins. You do not know the farmer who owns this pumpkin patch. You don't even recall his name. Simply that this is a presence that clearly has some sort of impact in the local town, given the imports and given, case in point, probably related to the pumpkin pie that Cash has been carrying this entire time, and yet, no, your brain does not recollect to any capacity the owner of this establishment.
In that case, then, Arlo, while taking in the sights, seems to be in awe of the pumpkins, mutters aloud, "Wow, it's been a while since I've seen these like this before. Long time. I wonder if..." And as if the thought got stuck on the tip of her tongue, it sounds like she's starting to say, "I wonder how the individual who raised these pumpkins is doing," and it dawns on her she can't remember them. So she goes from being somewhat amazed by what she's seeing and kind of recollecting how amazing these pumpkins were to her before, to almost just as suddenly perplexed by not being able to place who raised these.
And as if on cue, once again, as if the owner of the cottage knew you were coming. Well, in fact, he did. But eerily, as if he knew that you stepped on his property, the door to the cottage opens, and out steps a shorter man riddled with age. He stands still with some strength, but a cane carries him forward. You see his hair silvered and receding, slicked back, and his clothes, dark, are draped by what appears to be some sort of combination cloak and jacket of a similar colored, and yet the closer you get, you'd start to notice that the clothing itself is not yet plain. And if not even more interesting than his disposition, his warm smile, his kind eyes, and his welcoming gesture. Both of you, with your passive perceptions, notice two little blinking lights flickering and flitting about his head as you see this individual. Give me just a second. Cash, this is your friend, and he seems to be greeting you warmly.
Sorry about the wait on that. This couldn't get the oven to heat up real quick, but that's just kind of how it is. So.
Not a problem at all, my friend. You and I both know that time is merely a consistent passage. Please, come in. Make yourself welcome, as he holds open the door to both of you. And in this moment, he seems almost a little surprised to see you, Arlorin. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oh boy. A 12.
You can't fully read him. He seems to be very good at not fully showing everything that's up his sleeve. But there is a flicker of genuine surprise in his eye when he sees you, as if he wasn't expecting your company. But the one thing you do notice that sets you almost at ease is the lack of malice or annoyance or frustration. As if despite the fact that he is surprised to see you, he is still yet welcoming you in.
Yeah, I'd meant to tell you about this earlier, but this well, actually, this is Miss Satine. She came to find me for some other reason, and I figured because I was heading over here anyway, I would double check with you to see if you might have known anything about what might be able to help her out.
Well, you know that I'm never one to turn down company for tea. I have gotten the kettle started. It should be ready to go soon. Why don't we come inside, take a seat, and we can, discuss matters of a sort in a more comfortable setting. Please come in. And he beckons you both into this very comfortable space. It's very warm. You hear the crackling of a fireplace, though not yet in sight. You see a table as if, opening up straight into like a dining room. You see a wooden table, circular, very plain, but does the job well and very well crafted, sitting surrounded by an accompaniment of 6 different chairs, appearing to be woven together by some sort of either reeds or sticks. Again, very sturdy, but almost have this very earthy sense to them. You notice that within this space, even just the little bit that you can see, the wooden floors, the wooden ceiling, you see a comfortable plainness. It's not off-putting. It doesn't feel like, not to draw a modern example, but like if you ever walk into a room and it's so plain that it's almost suffocating, like it almost feels like it needs something, right? You don't
Kind of
get
sterile.
right. You don't get that sense. There's just enough. There's wooden trim to decorate the walls and break up the color. You see a couple of framed images, what appears to be some sort of embroidery or cross stitching. And interestingly enough, a couple images come to mind. You see one of a butterfly, blue and green in its coloration. You see a silver spiraling as if depicting the segmentation of the wings. In another picture, you see, believe it or not, the etching, the stitching, depicting a rat eating a peanut. There's a little guy eating a peanut, and it's framed. It's very well done. And you just kind of see like a couple, not a lot, but a couple spatterings around the room. Obviously, you see as well an arch that leads into, based on the smell, you can only guess as some sort of kitchen, as thyme and rosemary hits your nose coming from that area. You also see two other doors, but Cash, you would know that these are rooms that head to private quarters, a study and his bedroom. Therefore, it makes total sense that they would be blocked off. And again, as you enter into this space, he sort of gestures like, make yourself at home, before he walks into that previously mentioned kitchen.
Here, you got the kettle going. Let me get that finished up here for you. And Cash is gonna put the basket with the pie down. It's already pre-cut, and it's gonna kind of, because he knows the space well enough, just after having come by a couple of times at least, he knows how to get the tea going. And he's going to, as once the kettle actually starts to boil, he's actually going to be grabbing a hold of it barehanded, and it's something that Arla, I'm going to reference something back to while the pie was getting baked before they actually took off. This is something that he did before. Once the pie was done, he took it barehanded out from the oven. No oven mitts, no nothing. Just let it sit on the countertop to cool. Just not even look like he was bothered by it.
Arlo probably would arch an eyebrow ever so slightly.
I've seen many a thing, man. I'm still not used to that.
Yeah, that's sort of kind of what happens when you have you get I guess you call it a genetic thing, like what happened with me. So he just kind of shrugs at it like, it is what it is.
I mean, no wonder you're able to stick it out in the bakery. You can handle the heat. There's that old saying and all.
Yeah, I've found that it's come pretty handy. I would think if anybody to be a tiefling in our family, it'd be one of the bakers. Here, actually, now that I think about it, let's see. Got the sugar. We still got cream here, don't we? I think. Let's see. And he kind of helps try to set the table so that he's not, or so that Mr. Roslov doesn't have to do anything else. So
Absolutely. And you find, as you kind of head towards one of the cupboards, you see a tea set. Likely, as you notice the teapot's not there, likely the set that he intended to use from the get-go. You also notice, obviously, some cutlery set aside, just enough. And you also notice that there are a couple of just what you recognize as candles, but go ahead and Cash, roll me an Arcana check. Natural 20 for a 23. Yeah,
Let's
Nice.
go.
you watch as they flick on in your presence, and you recognize immediately that these are not simply candles. These are actually probably spell components. And as you're sort of taking that in, getting the table set up, Arlo, do you do anything, or do you just kind of sit and watch in this moment?
Arlo would attempt to assist if allowed, but would also be curious as to what kind of spell components those were. Not with the intent to take, just curious as to what they are. Oh, whoop.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
A 10.
Um, you know, you're not entirely sure. And it's not because you don't recognize spell components for what they are, but in this case, you recognize that there are quite a few components, or quite a few different types of spells that require candles. So, there's an array that it could be, and to be perfectly honest, you aren't really sure one specific one that it could be.
Eyes kind of sparkle a little bit or a little glint. In wonder. Adjusts glasses slightly, but continues to help out with setting the table.
And as the two of you finish setting the table, Madrick returns, comes back out with what appears to be, in his hand, a loaf of, obviously on a plate, a loaf of what you immediately can smell is a sort of pumpkin bread. And in his other hand, that teapot, that aforementioned teapot, clearly filled with steaming, really hot tea. Come, come. I should not ask a guest to do the honors of setting the table for me, but I do appreciate it. Please, please, sit down, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. And he sets out the plate with the pumpkin loaf, a knife obviously to use, and he pours the tea. Here's what's interesting. What kind of tea does Cash have in his teacup?
Oh man, I'm actually trying to think here. Probably go with something very, I don't want to say plain, but
Like a black tea?
something very, yeah, something caffeinated usually.
Well, all teas
I was going to inter-
that are herbal are caffeinated.
I was going to
That was just-
interject and say chamomile, chamomile, chamomile.
Oh god, no, not this late, not at my age. No, it's probably gonna have something kind of very Earl Grey or further.
And as he moves the teapot to pour into Arlo's cup, Arlo, what tea are you drinking?
So this is interesting because I imagine that Arlo would probably, if they could drink the tea, would probably have some sort of like butterfly pea peppermint sort of tea where when it's poured it turns blue.
Mmm.
But as it's poured of note, Arlo probably will only take a single sip of it.
Interesting.
I will message you.
For sure. Absolutely. Feel free to whisper. And as he pours a cup for himself, you both immediately smell peppermint. And it dawns on you in this moment that none of the three of you, despite drinking from the same teapot, are drinking the same tea.
Cash is, I'm going to guess, is going to be familiar with this setup. I don't want to say trick, but this whole setup, and just kind of gives Arlo kind of a look of like, what kind of need in it.
Arlo would notice the look and smile and give a nod. Given what she's told you about what she can remember, this is kind of wild, even for her.
I love it.
So, not to delay any further, since it appears that we are on terms less casual, though do not feel rushed. We are here friends enjoying tea, are we not? Let us speak of business. I hear that, well, hold on just a moment, wait. Forgive me. I must seem rude to you. You're new. Looks to you and gestures to you, Arlo. My name is Madrick Rolsloff. I am a friend of Cash's, and we have known each other for quite some time. Please, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Takes off her hat ever so slightly, tips it, and tilts her head down.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, Sir Roslav. Name's Alarin Satine. I had explained to your friend Cash here that I found myself somewhat misplaced from my old place of employment, and was curious as to how that came to be. And heard that he's basically a gumshoe at this point, and it's well within his realm of expertise. Thus, here I am.
Yeah,
Does
kind
like
of
a flourish.
He kind of rubs his neck a little bit, like, yeah, I mean, you kind of caught me about 5 years out of practice, but I mean, it's kind of what happens when you got old aged family, but what can you do? But
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
and I appreciate the confidence you put in me, so I'm hoping you'll also put your confidence in Mr. Rosloff here, because I trust him about as much as his folks trusted in, well, them bringing me into the world.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that was kind of a whole thing. Your folks are human, and they don't realize that they've got folks that have had certain relations and so on, but family history. You don't realize when stuff like, well, this is gonna happen. So he kind of just gestures to himself.
Gumshoeing, eh?
Well,
He seems intrigued when you brought up that you Arlo sought cash out as a gumshoe. Are we unraveling mysteries?
Uh, looks back and forth between Arlo looks back and forth between them.
yeah, you could basically say that. Simply put,
And I guess before I begin this spiel, is it safe to say that Cash knows about the carnival and what Arlo has already discussed with them?
I'm gonna go with the assumption that what you would be telling Mr. Roslov is going to be something that you've already told me or told Cassius about, but
Gotcha.
he's going to
Okay.
have the courtesy to let you explain it on your terms. And
Okay.
because Cassius's understanding of the carnival itself, he's like the vaguest understanding of what it is, just from hearsay, but he has been out of town doing work. It always seems to be like every time the carnival seems to be coming into town, he just seems to be, not around.
Leaving town.
Yeah, he's either been out of town on a job, or he's just coming back and just does not give enough of a damn to take a look at it. So
Unk is
he's
tired.
not had any active.
Gotcha.
Yeah, your man's tired. He doesn't need to go to the fair. He just wants to go and lay down afterwards. So
Gotcha. Okay then.
well, Sir Roslov, it's basically like this. I imagine you're familiar with the Witchlight Carnival. Yours truly used to work there. And one day they picked up shop to head on out to the next town, and I got left. And that doesn't usually happen. It's actually kind of rare. And I've been trying to figure out how that took place, and more importantly, to some extent, how to get back.
Well, I don't know much. I do know a few things. For example, we have reason to suspect that, well, the carnival has, shall we say, some different qualities that I'm sure you can understand. The carnival was not created by mortal hands, and therefore it is unsurprising to hear that there are weird occurrences about, and yet you bringing up the fact that there is this occurrence that doesn't happen even within the carnival is almost a suspicion that it warrants investigation, of which, to be perfectly honest, I myself was hoping, and he looks to you, Cash, that you might be able to do me a favor. See, the carnival was created by an archfey, of which is often referred to as the fairy godmother of mortals. She created the carnival explicitly and distinctly as a way to allow mortals to come and visit. However, I have not been to the carnival in 64 years. Quite the time, and I'll have you know that this archfey, well, that archfey is a patron of mine, that I have not heard from her in quite a long time. It's concerning, and having seen this, and he pulls out the aforementioned flyer that we heard of from BB's introduction. Right? He places it in front of you on the table. I happen to think that it might be time that I request some assistance in investigating, well, whether or not she is okay. At the very least, to know that she's still alive.
Wait. Well, this is definitely a first. I haven't ever had to look for a missing patron at all. Didn't think they'd ever get to go missing before. That's so. Remind me again, Mr. Roslov, who was this fairy godmother again?
Her name is Sibilna, and I will put that in the chat for you all.
Read my mind.
Less.
She is an archfey of sorts, and she is my patron, and my inspiration, my source of power. Unfortunately, I am uncertain what has become of her. I fear something terrible has happened to her. Like I said, I have not been able to contact her, nor have I heard from her directly for the better part of a year, if not more. Unfortunately, and he sort of gestures, like holds up his cane for a moment. I do not think that I am well fit to adventure and investigate on my own.
No, I get that. Over a year. And okay, so how does she usually get in contact with you?
Through magical means, typically.
Okay. Now, and I'm guessing she sometimes arrives here in the material plane in some guise or another if we ever ran into her or at some point, or if we were needing to ask anybody else if they might have seen her, what would we be looking for?
Well, that is difficult to say, as she is an archfey of many tricks and talents. However, what I can tell you is this, is that again, the carnival serves as sort of a way for her to reach those who otherwise might not be able to reach her. The problem is that at this current juncture, at least, well, the last time I visited, the carnival was run by a pair of Shutter Kai, known as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. I would assume that they're still in charge of the place, of course, but, given the fact that they are running the entire establishment, I would guess if they were to know of her presence, it would be them. What I can say is this, is that if she is utilizing her normal presence, she typically takes the form of a more statuesque sort of figure. Very long white hair, and she has a tattoo under one of her eyes that's shaped like a chicken's foot.
If I may, as a, and you might, Arlos, you'll see Cash just kind of look down in his teeth for a second and just kind of have this, oh shit moment, where he kind of realizes that, because he was too young to remember it, but he remembers it kind of in like a family lore type of way of him being born and Mr. Roslov being there, but being accompanied by, they didn't catch who it was that was with him at the time while they were helping deliver, but they distinctly remembered that she had this chicken foot type of marking under her eye. And that was just one of the things, just, oh, now that makes sense. Huh. He just he just kind of wrestles with the knowledge of, like, oh, so that's who that was. Yeah. Okay. He kind of takes out a notebook and starts kind of writing down all this information just for reference later.
I will also note one more thing. Something that I think might help you, at least in your travels. I think it would be beneficial for you to know that two things rather. One, the two owners of the carnival, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were not the original owners of the carnival, though I fail to recall the name, let alone the figure who owned it prior to their shall we say, up and coming. The other piece that you might note is that, well, the actual domain of my patron is not the carnival itself. She exists and dwells within a place called the Palace of Heart's Desire. This magnificent structure, the heart of her lands. That is where she typically should be, though whether or not she is still there is beyond me at this point. What am I to know what an
Well,
archfey does in their free time?
well, that's fair, but I mean, that's probably about as good any place to start looking than is anywhere else. But now, the question is, I'm assuming that this is a whole different plane, it sounds like. And I gotta guess, just because of her connection with this carnival, that there's some way through there to get from point A to point B. You didn't happen to catch at all how she usually has you do that, right?
Unfortunately, no, but the carnival is only so big and it only spans for so many acres, right? I would make the request, and for a very, very, very great sum of treasure and gold, would implore that you investigate it. I'm sure that if there is some sort of key to accessing her domain, you would find it there, but to what ends, I don't know. My recommendation is to just investigate the place.
Okay.
Above game, what was the name of the domain again?
He said he did not say the name of the domain itself, but simply that she dwelled within the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Thank you.
Okay. And then honestly, at this point, sir, you wouldn't have even had to worry about comping me in any way. Honestly, at this point, after this past month, that's honestly the least I can do. So I would say this is probably the start of a good way for me to pay back on all that. So
Well,
yeah, I'm really trying to think here, though, what else I might need to try to figure out how to either find her or.
at this point, Madrick actually looks to Arlo. Perhaps. You said that you used to work there. Perhaps you might have some better insight. And, to that point, with the carnival being here for the next 3 days, you have the insight and the know-how as a staff member. Perhaps simply you can guide Cash. Though I wouldn't want to impose, of course, but as I said, if you are willing to help, I'm willing to offer payment.
Honestly, I actually wouldn't mind helping out. Like I said, I got a couple of questions of my own, but in addition to that, a couple things strike me as odd, even more so, especially after you mentioned it. You said the carnival's in town now?
It opens tonight, yes, that's what the flyer says, and he slides it closer towards you so you can get a good look at it.
Uh, that's... Huh. And here I thought it rarely visits the same place twice.
That I could not tell you.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Usually it doesn't visit the same place twice.
Interesting.
That's... Huh.
And it only comes to this plane every 8 years.
And also you said you haven't been able to speak to your patron in a while. And
That's correct.
that seems kind of, in a weird way, familiar?
And she's like absentmindedly, just like while thinking, kind of like tapping the side of her ear.
Go ahead and
And-
roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh Lord.
Cash is looking very intently like, oh, well, what is this now?
A 10.
So as you try to think on that, something feels familiar. It's almost like you ever have a thought and then it disappears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's quite like that. It's very jarring almost to you. Just as you start thinking in that direction, it's gone.
Don't worry, kid. You'll get used to it. That happens with age. Sorry, that was just...
She looks over.
I mean, given I can't quite remember exactly how old I am, I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Huh. Oh well, I guess I'll remember it at some point. Yeah, it probably wasn't important. But yeah, I'd help you.
And looks over to Roslov.
Well, I sincerely appreciate your assistance, and I'm an old man. There's not much that I do, but I will certainly be here upon your return. And truly, I just need to know that she's alive and well.
We'll do what we can. Yes. Okay, so the carnival only visits every 8 years to this plane. This is the first time it's come back here in specific. I don't know if I can ask if you know anything about these two, I guess this new management that you were talking about. Because
That's,
I wouldn't know anything about them, so
like I
wouldn't
said,
know whether or not to ask if you would know a way to get in with them to see if they have any information on them.
have no idea. They started running this far longer, I think, than I can remember. But again, all I know is their names and that they were not the original owners.
Does Arlo remember anything about her employers for the brief time she
Roll
was there?
me a
Or for the time
history
that she was
check
there?
with advantage. 18. Oh,
18.
you saw them all the time. Well, you saw Mr. Light more than you saw Mr. Witch. Mr. Witch tended to keep very strict to a schedule, so if you saw him, it was usually during special events. But Mr. Light is full of whimsy. He does what he pleases. He loves to be involved in the carnival.
Now that you mention it, Cash, I actually kind of remember a little bit about my employers, as it were, from when I was there. I don't know how much help it'll be, but Mr.
Uh,
Witch?
I think at this point, pretty much anything's as good as we can get to start. So, I mean, if you think we got a lead on that, I think since I got you over to this point, I might want to just let you lead the way this time.
Sure, I'll do what I can. Mr. Witch, kinda, he was a by the books kind of dude. Mostly like to keep to a schedule. You wouldn't always see him out and about during the carnival unless it was a big to do or we were in town for a big event and he wanted to see how things were going, put on the face, etc. But Mr. Light, oh man, Mr. Light used to actually participate. Mr. Light would have fun, join in with the performances. Schedule was not something that you'd equate with him.
Okay. He kind of notes down something about Mr. Witch potentially more reliable in information, less likely to be seen. Mr. Light more likely to be seen. Information question mark question mark question mark.
And as the two of you, really three of you, continue to mull over the information that you have, you continue to break bread literally with each other, enjoying each other's company. But as the time grows late, the carnival starting, reaching its time, the two of you realizing you will need to leave, right? You say your farewells. And as the four of you, though on your separate paths, all lead to the same destination, this is where we're going to take a break.
Ooh.
All right.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
We're almost in the carny shenanigans.
Now, I am going to step away for just a couple seconds as I refill my water, but I will be right back.
Okay.
Me as well. I'm gonna get a little stretchy in.
Let's all
Same
go ahead and
here.
refresh, actually.
Yeah. Like,
Do you have a
Next.
BRB screen?
oh, true. Yeah. Also, have we decided on an ETA?
I'd say probably call it like an easy 3 to 5 minutes.
Sounds good to me.
All right, chat, get some water. Stretch your legs.
Go be great.
Shake them bones out.
If chat can hear us, they might not be able to. We might be muted, which is good. I don't know. Can chat perceive? Oh boy, you can? Goodness, chat, that means you're stuck with me?
I am returned.
Welcome back.
How's it going?
I am doing a big sip. I was telling chat I didn't know if they could still hear us or not. So I was just like, just in case we're not muted, I'll just be here, chat, and you can listen to the sound of my
Yeah.
voice.
I hope everyone's having a good time.
Indeed. I now want pumpkins.
Valid, honestly.
I'm
Just-
back. I got some candy. Go ahead.
Welcome back. I do see in the chat, like to be you just vibing. Yeah. I'm glad you're just vibing though. Vibing is a good place to be.
You'd rather be vibing than unvibing.
This is so true.
10-year-old me is excited to go to the carnival again.
Yeah.
Okay, I high key. Oh my god, I was supposed to go to like a county fair, like the last few months with my partner, and we just missed it because we had been busy and stuff. And oh my god, I miss it so much.
Aww.
Just
When I
like,
was young.
oh, you go.
No, please, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I have an affinity for the horrible greasy fried like funnel cakes, or like the disastrous like we took a Twix bar and we fried it in 3
Yeah.
different layers of batter and sugar. If you eat this, you'll fucking die, but it'll be great.
It'll be 100% worth
Yup.
it as someone who
Yeah,
has eaten
yeah.
a fried peach.
Yep.
I really need to have me some funnel cake again soon. Oh,
Oh my god.
Haven't had any since the a beach trip last year.
dude, same.
And now I'm just like, but wait, I could just make batter and throw it in a pot tomorrow.
You
What have I been
could.
doing
You
my whole
could
life?
just do that. That is
It's
that
true,
is
it's
truly the
true.
thing. Is like you could just make it yourself, and if you have like powdered sugar, you could just throw powdered sugar over top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got me looking up funnel cake recipes.
Amazing.
I always have powdered sugar on hand because when I bake, if I make icings, I need powdered sugar for it. And I'm like, why haven't I thought of this before?
Maturity is getting to an age when you realize when you really want cookies, and then you realize I have cookies in the house. I just have to make them.
So to rectify that, I have started keeping on hand every once in a while, not all the time, but those batter squares, like the cookie dough squares that you can just break apart, put them on a sheet. I understand it's not as good as making them from scratch, but like if you're really super busy and you got that itch, you got that hunger for something serious, it lifesaver.
I have a hot take, which is like homemade cookies are really good, and I think like better, but the pre-made like Toll House or whatever the hell, it fills a niche. Like
It
it's
does.
a
It
specific
does.
taste that is not the same as homemade, and
Absolutely.
sometimes you want that and not the homemade.
No, I'm right there with you. Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
Like Sweet Lorenz has a white chocolate cookie, and I'm just like, put it in my veins. I need it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
God,
will
that sounds good.
destroy worlds for white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
Most valid.
Thanos wanted balance. I just want
What else would I eat when I'm sad? Yeah, no, that's valid.
Alrighty. Or bored hungry. So true, honestly. Although I don't know about you. I'm not the type of person that typically gets bored hungry. I gotta do something with my hands.
Yeah, though I will say the bored hungry is definitely what's kind of got me in trouble at a couple of different points, but now I've got that under control. Yeah, that's good. So,
Good.
but I'm also not so much a sweets kind of person. I tend to, and I'm literally
Mood.
staring at a bag of like almost empty hot Cheeto. So
Mood. Big mood.
Got Cheetos.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do a roll call. Are we ready to get going?
I think so.
I think so.
Clary is here.
Yes.
Trinket's here.
yeah.
No. I was gonna say no.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, no. I for some reason my brain just assumed that you were mentioning that as like beginning middle. Nope, no, I heard them. They're already here.
I will be more clear in the future. I will be more clear in the future. All right, Pepper, you here?
Yo.
And Zai, you here?
Present.
Present arms. Got it.
Present.
That is a reference. Alrighty. So, on your separate routes, you find yourselves collectively amongst
I'm so sorry, I sneezed.
amongst a rolling fog, seeming to just grow and grow and grow until it creates almost the sort of border. But as you continue walking across the designated path outlined by the map on the back of the flyer, different spatterings of color, lanterns glistening as the twilight night begins to take hold, guide your way. You begin to hear the sounds of laughter and music. Now, two of you came together. Two of you did not. In this moment, as the four of you converge, the four of you notice that, well, first and foremost, you all catch each other's eye as the first couple of adults to actually step up. There's something about the four of you different than the majority of the visitors coming up that really draws your eye. But in this moment, the other thing that draws your eye almost immediately is a tiny white booth. Ticket booth. You see almost like what I can only describe to you to be like a visage of white and red. A older goblin, his skin wrinkled, his head balding, wearing what you notice to be a spyglass and an ear horn, covered in a red vest, a white undershirt, with a red little top hat, sticks out like a sore thumb amongst just the white brick that is the wooden ticket booth. And as the four of you sort of accidentally congregate, you form a line behind what you see to be other passerbys, a lot of children walking around with their parents, of course. But you also see, interestingly enough, a couple of different things as you wait. For one, you do see some individual with giant pink butterfly wings. A human, it appears, in colorful pink and purple clothing with black pants to sort of make the costume stand out, seeming to do card tricks and sort of like lurking and jumping around the line where the kids are, kind of doing that sort of thing of like, oh, pick a card, any card. Which card is yours? Is it this one? Is it that one? What's that behind your ear? It's a card. Right, that sort of energy is what you witness and what you notice. And as the four of you sort of congregate in this area, this is the first time I get to ask, what do you do?
I think BB's pretty reserved, and I think would like know, especially like Cassius and BB have like seen each other. I don't know how formally acquainted they are. I think BB might give like a slight nod, but is definitely not going to like say anything to introduce himself to the group. And if nobody says anything, before like too long, as we're kind of like gathered but not quite in this area. He's gonna wander over to the person doing the card tricks, because he is rather curious about this.
I think Cash is also going to reciprocate that kind of little nod and acknowledgement, but just assume that Zenki's just another somebody else that's a part of the carnival for some reason. Or,
It's
oh,
the
Zenki,
bright
but then
blue,
also
isn't
like
it?
fair, but there's also, you know, seeing the little I would say seeing BB, just like, I feel like I know him, but I can't place where. I don't know why. I know that it has something to do with pre-mission, like pre-investigation stuff, but I can't place off the top of my head where I've ever seen him.
I have to ask in this moment, is Cash doing one of those like long hard stares of like, do I know you, from like across the field at BB?
A little bit, like, there's. I feel like if BB were to look over, he'd see this tall. Oh my god, what is his name? This Peter Cushing looking figure, the like very gaunt face, just kind of holding his chin and just studying.
In that case, I think BB definitely just looks in your direction and goes, "Yes, you do. You do in fact know me. You do recognize me. It's okay."
He's kind of shakes himself out of his staring, just like, sorry about that. That kind of happens. I didn't mean anything by it. I feel like I had recognized you, and I just couldn't place where.
Yes, no, that is completely fair. I am a bit small, and people for some reason, the size, one's size is directly tied to how often people remember you, whether it's like too big or too small, and I'm somehow right in that middle ground where it's not notable enough for a kobold, I guess. The bookstore. I work at a bookstore. I see you in there quite often, actually. You ask me about many oddities now and then.
And he kind of just shakes his head like, oh, jeez. I don't know how the hell I missed that. I don't know how I forgot about that. That was just everything kind of clicking into place. Just like, oh, now I recognize you. But in regards to the figure with the little butterfly wings and doing their card tricks and stuff, they remind him of some investigations he's had to do with less scrupulous entertainment sectors, and he's just kind of subtly puts his hand in his pocket, make sure he's got his billfold or his coin purse in his hand. He's not gonna let it go until he's sure that they're out of reach.
Incredible. And as the two of you walk up, again, you see this individual holding up cards, flitting them about, almost with a level of grace that is that of an expert. Like they don't even look at the cards as they're sort of shuffling them, throwing them, almost juggling them in the air. Ah, I see a pair of quite interesting individuals. Let's see. Ah, you, and he looks to you, BB. Are you a card player? Do you play cards?
Me? I mean, I don't. I know of cards. I know of card games. I don't think I play them much, but I would be intrigued in learning.
Ah, there's not much to learning, more like mind reading. Yes, of course. Tell me, you're familiar with the suits and the numbers, yes?
Well, yes, of course.
Think of one. Hold it to you. Hold it in your brain. Do not let it go. Do not tell me what it is. And he pulls out a card randomly from the deck, flips it. What is the card he's holding?
Astonishingly enough, it's not a card with suits or numbers. It's a library card.
That's fantastic.
And I think BB sees that and immediately is like, "Oh, what?" And starts like fishing through his bag looking for a library card. Like, "Wow, how did you get that?"
This was the card on your mind. Understandable. And they hold it out and hand it back.
Thank you. I think.
I would assume this is yours. Certainly not mine. And Chew looks to you, Cash. What number is hold a card, a number and a suit in your brain. Hold it close to you. Do not tell me what it is. Does a flick, does a shuffle, almost flourishes them in the air like an arch, a rainbow, before pulling one out at random and flicking it. What card is he holding?
I'd say 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs. Was this your card?
He kind of gives him this look, but just kind of lucky first shot.
I am the wielder of luck, but it is more than luck. They then go and they put the card back at the bottom of the pile. Interestingly enough, I'm holding, and they hold up Ace of Spades. I'm holding up an Ace of Spades, and this back in front, he flips it, showing you both sides of it. It is just an Ace of Spades. It is just an Ace of Spades. He flicks it up. Queen of Hearts.
Well, this is quite frankly astonishing. And like BB saying this, like only half paying attention to the tricks now, as he's kind of like somewhat neurotically checking the bottom of his satchel to like see if there's any holes in it or anything. Surely there's no holes. I don't know how something that small would fall out and other things would fall. Oh yes, that's wonderful. It turned into a queen. That's fantastic. Yes.
Go ahead, just for the sake of things, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Hey, that's pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah, an 18. Nothing is lost. Everything is where it should be. In fact, you realize in this moment, your library card is in there. This is somebody else's.
Okay. I think BB is like looking at the name and is like now trying to like find a moment to interject, but like never quite finds one. It doesn't want to ruin the trick. It's like I'll just hold on to it, and they'll probably come by the bookstore at some point. They always do.
And while this is going on, we pan over to the left. What are Zenki and Arlo doing?
Well, Zenki, he's pretty much been just taking in the scenery. There's a slight smile across his beak a little bit, but he's also like kind of like tense being there. But he's trying to play it cool, keep it chill. And when his company Arlo is not looking, he can't help but keep glancing down at them like. But as soon as they look back towards him, if that happens to be the case, that lines up, just pretends like he wasn't just staring. They pretend that they weren't just staring at all.
So I'm curious. With a passive perception of 15, would they have noticed you doing that?
Would you be comfortable? Would you be comfortable with a deception check? My good Zenki?
I would love to see that. Yes.
a good old deception check?
Oh, for me?
Yeah,
oh,
from you, because you're the one pretending like you're not looking at Arlo. Yeah. Deception check, please.
Oh, shit, nice.
22.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, passive perception against a 22.
Yeah, that 15's not doing it. I feel like Arlo would probably look around, feel like someone's watching them, but every time they turn around, it doesn't seem like anyone in the near vicinity is.
Zenki's a clown. So this big tall peacock kenku. I would like to imagine he's like 6 feet. I'm also getting around to describing him because I neglected to do that earlier.
Yeah.
They're just pretty much just standing, looking around, and at their company, trying to find exactly the right thing to start a conversation with. But the sights and smells keep distracting. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming in a sense, but not in a bad way. It takes them back to like a place that they were a little bit more happier, I guess, in a sense. Not to say they're miserable now. They're just they're not exactly where they want to be right now. It's a carnival. All eyes on them whenever they got the chance to perform or do anything. Pretty much being like the highlight of an attraction of some form. Whether that's actually true or not is to be seen, but that's how they felt. Um, it's just harkens back, and he finds himself wondering why he quit. But then it comes back to him a little bit. But before he really starts thinking about that, he glances back at Arlo again. But this time, he doesn't even care if they catch him, because he's looking with the intent to ask them if, excuse me. He's just gonna interject and say to Arlo,
Huh? Oh.
Y-
Hey.
"Hey, okay, you look really familiar. Not to have any more repetition or anything. Have we met somewhere before?"
Huh. I feel like we might have.
And Saris, if you'll allow me, can I roll like an investigation or something, more so just to see if Arlo recognizes a carny from a rube?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, especially because of what we discussed in session 0, like, you two, you know you know, you may not know
Oh,
their
well then
name, you know
perfect.
that person, you know that person.
Oh,
You have seen
all right,
that
then in that
array of
case,
feathers
Yeah.
before.
that's what I was thinking. Okay, so
How? I mean, how can I forget feathers like that? You don't seem like, you know, one of them.
and like points to like someone who would obviously be a rube.
Perfect. Yeah,
And
fair assessment. Fair assessment.
I'm so sorry to interject, but just to make this even funnier, I have this mental image of like Arlo pointing at someone random, and it is BB that Arlo is pointing at.
yes.
Incredible. Yeah, no, that does check out. Still frantically looking at the bag.
Yeah, I
And
got myself put together. Actually. Oh God. Sorry, BB.
and and kind of just like chuckles and says,
Ala. Alaren. Uh, you? How long's it been?
basically like, when's the last time you were here?
Since the last time it rolled around, honestly. And you may call me Zenki Labrador, right? A pleasure meeting you, Arlo. He holds out his big old wing palm. That thing can come Arlo's face, honestly, how big it is.
Looks up a little bit and holds up an arm to shake your feather, and that arm is wooden.
He's gonna be gentle about it, but he's gonna like do a little firm handshake. What brings you around these parts again, huh?
Honestly, trying to figure out how I left.
Oh? What do you mean by that? What did you just get yanked up in the sky by something, or did you fall off a wagon or something?
Falling off the wagon would honestly be a little bit more logical. I wish that was what happened, but
What?
technically, nah.
Hmm.
Carnival straight up left me by
Oh,
accident.
what? That's not
Yeah.
right.
As a matter of fact, this is where it left me.
So you've been stuck here.
In a matter of speaking.
Zenki's just gonna look at the tents of the carnival and just like survey the area, and then look back at Arlo, kind of like, how the hell do you lose a whole person? Well, not just that, a whole coworker. He doesn't want to
Your guess
say
is
it, but
as-
he's internally thinking like, you either get fired or you quit. How do you lose someone? Whatever.
It honestly
Sorry.
never happens.
Yeah. That is, I'm sorry about that. That is really unfortunate. But I understand your point of view on this and why you want to be back here. You gonna try and get your job back?
In this particular instance, I'm not sure. More so just checking around to figure out if the old girl, referring to the carnival, is doing all right. I mean, you've worked here before. When does it ever come back to the same place twice?
Never.
Exactly. Seems a little odd, doesn't it?
Very. I mean, he's going to look at the carnival and just try to see if there's any other familiar faces around. Do I do a perception check for that?
Well,
As in, like, familiar faces, like other old coworkers
I
among
was
the crowd.
I was gonna say, you don't even need to because you make direct eye contact with the man at the ticket booth, the goblin previously described, who just seems to be staring, watching, waiting.
Oops. Fair enough.
You would
Well,
recognize
this
this.
guy's.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
You
Go
would
ahead. Go
recognize
ahead.
this goblin to be. You don't remember his full name, but it was like Nathan, Nick, Nate. No, not you. Already said. Yeah, Ah, that's right, Nicholas.
Wait, say that again.
You remember this guy? It takes you a few minutes. You go like, is it Nathaniel, Nathan, Nate? No, those are all the same name. Right, Nicholas. You don't remember his full name, but you do remember Nicholas.
Can Zenki be a little shit and call him Nikki? Hey, Nikki.
You see the goblin sort of look at you with this very flat expression. He does not say anything.
Oh, come on. You haven't seen me in ages. What's with the silent treatment? The cold shoulder? How's it been?
It's been very, very well. Interesting to see you on the other side of things. I have expected you to be on this side of things, but then you left.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
wanted
see, sorry, and then you see like
Mhm.
a
Okay.
smirk. Like he says, then you left. Smirk appears on his face. You get the sense that this guy is messing with you. Like you were messing with him, he's messing with you back.
He's going to huff a little bit. Well, I thought I was going to be able to find a better means of getting around a bit, get my name out there a bit. It's a work in progress, but hey, I've made a bit of a name for myself.
I mean, you do have a name.
I've been having some. Yeah, that. I mean, you know exactly what I mean.
I do, in fact, know.
No.
You have a name. It's useful. It's good for calling you.
Nikki? This is not the exact kind of reunion I expected in some odd years of being apart.
Ah, come on. You can't take a joke. At the very least, you can come up here and take a ticket.
Hmm.
You know you want to.
And Zenki knows he's right. He's going to go ahead and reach for that ticket. Like, yeah, sure.
Here's what's interesting. As you approach Zenki, here's something that's very interesting. You see the sign. You see the sign that says ticket pricing on it. Interestingly enough,
Mm-hmm.
as you approach, he reaches underneath the sort of you know like the sort of lip, right? Like the table that oftentimes
Yeah.
will cover wherever a person is sitting in like a booth like that. He puts his hands underneath, pulls out an envelope, looks through, like rifling through the tickets, and goes, "Ah, yes, this one right here." And he pulls it out, and he hands you a ticket. Which, by the way, I would like to add, the tickets for the Witchlight Carnival are extremely extravagant. They're like gold leaf with an incredible filigree along the verbiage of the actual name, the Witchlight Carnival. Of course, it says Admit 1 on it. You'll also notice on the side there appear to be a total of 8 little X's that sort of line the edge. But he holds it out, and he holds it out for you to take.
He's going to gently take it and then squint at it. Trying his best to remember if the X's meant anything. It's been that long.
Well, I see you don't remember how this works, so I guess I'll give you the up and up on it. Keep in mind, you only have 8 punches. Each ticket is only good for 8 punches. The moment that the final punch is gone, you will lose your... And as you notice, Arlo, it is in this moment, you actually notice a pair of vibrant butterfly wings appear at Zenki's back. What color are they, Pepper?
The pair of butterflies at his
It's
back?
a giant pair of monarch butterfly wings that appear at your back.
I'm assuming that's that's his costume, isn't it?
You can certainly ask, or you can do an Arcana check.
Oh, may I ask where are the butterfly wings coming from? What's going on?
Don't you remember? Those who are meant to be in the carnival, those who are active admissions, are all given butterfly wings. Makes it feel a little bit closer to the Feywilds, don't you think? A little bit more whimsical.
Right, but he's starting to regret coming. I'm not here to perform. Normally I wouldn't mind, but I'm not
You're
here
not.
to perform right now.
You're not.
No, Nikki.
You're
No.
not. Did
No.
did I not make sense? You're here as a customer. You are an admission. Admissionee. Admissioner.
Ah.
You're a carnival goer. You are not performing.
Okay. He's just a little like, what the hell?
Arlo overhearing this might walk up a little closer than if they heard that.
Yeah. I don't see why not. With your passive perception of 15, I don't see why you wouldn't. It's not like they were being quiet.
Uh, Nikki, was it?
Looking between
Nicholas.
Ah, Nicholas. My bad. So then I guess that raises a question. What about for employees? How does their admission work?
You're not an employee.
Oh, well, see, funny you mentioned that. Because technically I am.
Technically, you're not.
Tilt's head. And if I had gears, you'd hear them whirring in her head.
There's like
But she
steam
looks,
coming out of her ears.
basically just like a little fucking toy train with steam.
You are not.
I
You are on the other side of the tents. You came out from there, therefore you are a customer. And I just so happen to also have a ticket for you. And he reaches back into that envelope, pulls out the ticket, and hands it to you. Again,
huh.
you note the sign underneath him that says ticket prices.
Uh-huh.
Now now I'm curious, what happens when she takes the ticket,
Well,
given that she never left and she
you
wasn't
take
fired?
you take the ticket, and a pair of giant monarch butterfly wings appear at your back. What color are they?
Ooh. I'm gonna say that they match her glasses, so they're like an emerald or jade green.
Oh.
Well, this is different.
Now again, you have 8 different punches. Once those punches are gone, the ticket is no longer useful, and your butterfly wings will. So keep in mind, you only have 8 punches. Also keep in mind.
Are these
Hmm?
are these punches for the games or for re-entry into the carnival?
Simply having the ticket is your entry in. The fact that you have butterfly wings allows you to be able to be on the premises. The punches are for events and for games and for other things that you might find here and there. Depends on what you want to do. Now, of course, not all events require a punch, but many of them do. And you are allowed 8.
Noted.
In this moment, for both of you, Zenki and Arlo, I would like you to roll me a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
When I roll with advantage, do I just click the history button and advantage gets added automatically?
It should give you a pop-up window that'll say, like, ask you if you want it to be a public roll, and then it'll ask you if it's a normal roll, and you can click that, the thing that says normal roll, and it'll give you advantage or disadvantage as other options. And you select advantage, and then hit roll.
It might also do it for you automatically, depending.
It might.
Okay, let me see what I can do. I'm just gonna go ahead and click history because I am still very fresh and new
Yeah.
to this.
No,
Let
go
me
for
just
it.
do this.
Yeah, there we go.
15 for Arlo.
15 and an 18. The other thing that you do remember this very explicitly, is that you don't necessarily remember how the tickets work. Again, you used to perform here, both of you. One thing you do remember is that the carnival is only open for 8 hours a day.
Oh,
I probably need to let Cash know about this then. Huh.
all right.
Well, thank you, Nicholas.
My pleasure. Don't get into trouble now.
Is
He's
there
got no
like
business.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, is there like a cup or a box or something like that near Nicholas that's like behind him or something?
You can roll a perception check.
Okay. I would do something silly, stupid. 16?
You do notice as he's sliding the envelopes, or the envelope with tickets underneath, you do actually catch a glance of a sort of little tiny chest that he seems to be putting it in.
Okay, so then when he says, don't get into trouble, Arlo would like to try to throw their voice when they respond to come out of the box.
Okay. Okay.
Is there something you would like me to roll for that?
So my first question I'm rule of cooling this, but first I want to ask: do you have an ability that will just enhance your like a thaumaturgy or?
Oh no,
Okay.
I don't. They're just doing it to be silly
No,
given the
totally. I'm
work
like
that
I
they
said, I'm
used to
rule
do.
totally fine. I just want to see if there's like a. I wanted to make sure like if there was like a thaumaturgy or something that you had that
I
you wanted
wish
to use.
I did.
It's okay. So I would like you to roll me a your choice of either performance or deception.
Let's try performance.
And
A
what do you say?
14.
I'll do my best.
In like a really weird voice.
He just kind of looks at the box. And he looks at you. And he looks at the box. And then he looks at you again. He just smiles. But you can see his like big sharp like it's a grin. It's a genuine like joyful grin. You see those big sharp teeth.
And they just did that as they were like walking with Zinky, I get to
Yep.
catch up with the others.
Okay, and how do Arlo and Zenki find Cash and BB?
Arlo's looking for horns.
No, for sure. But like, how do they find them? What is Cash and BB doing? How do they find them?
That's a fantastic question. I mean, we haven't gotten our tickets yet, actually.
No,
So
you
I
have
think,
I was gonna say,
excuse me. Yeah, I think we would have to round back to the line and actually catch up with you two because we don't have our tickets.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys got a free game in.
I was gonna say, you two getting like employee discounts here, getting to walk in for free, and then this BB and I just like, hang on a sec, let me make sure I got change. He pulls out their Cash is gonna pull out their coin purse to go and double check, make sure they've got enough for the how much for the tickets for non-employees, X
As
or otherwise.
as you walk up, you see, getting a solid good look at it as well. You see a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of this ticket book, seemingly staring at you, surrounded by fluttering butterflies. You also notice now in this moment that now that things are, you're able to take this in as Zenki and Arlo were distracted by the man in the booth. You are actually getting a chance to look at the booth, and you actually see animated depictions of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across as like a sort of holographic almost look against the white panes of this wood. And as you approach, sort of staring at this ticket pricing, you actually hear a I believe I happen to have a ticket here for you, sir. I do believe so. Are you Cassius Baker?
Yeah, because again, Cash has been on a few missions, so he knows you gotta be careful with wording. So he goes, "That would be me."
He opens up the little chest, pulls out the envelope, pulls out a ticket, and holds it out for you. I believe this is yours.
He kind of looks both to Arlo and Zenki, and just kind of like, I didn't know either of these two prior to this. He's very much just kind of questioning, very much in the same way that the gears are turning, but there's a lot of there's a lot of steam coming out, like wondering, like, why, how, why am I getting a ticket for free? Where is this? It's kind of been set up by Mr. Rosloff already had it. I mean, he'll still take it, but he's definitely gonna kind of give a look of, not to say suspicion, but just wariness.
If you're concerned about the nature of this ticket, as the prices are listed below, a generous benefactor has offered you explicitly, and his eyes at this point scan across Arlo, Zenki, Bibi. A few others have been offered at least your first ticket of the night for free. But only this one.
Cash is just gonna kind of
You let
nod.
me
I
go.
mean, like, yeah, he's just gonna kind of nod and pocket the ticket. Mystery sugar daddy said you. I love that.
BB, I think, looks around like in confusion, and then like points to himself, and then goes, "Surely you don't mean me."
Oh, but I do. This last one here is for you. I believe this is yours.
Are you sure?
I am. No, I'm Nicholas.
What's the what's the name on the ticket? Do the tickets have names? Does the envelope have a name? What's the name on there?
Bibi Oteka.
What? I just decided to come here like a couple hours ago. I don't know why I would. Who would? Is someone spy? Are you spying on me? And BB like looks over at Cash.
Speaking of, real quick,
Cash is
before
just
you answer, I'm so
confused as the
sorry.
rest of y'all.
Really quickly, I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry to interject, Trinket. What color are the monarch butterfly wings on Cash's back right now?
Cash is just gonna. Now, are they like? Is this like a? What are they called? Those little shoulder. Type of
They're
deals
straight
that
up. As far as you can see, BB, and as far as you can see, Cash looking at the other two, and you notice a couple other patrons as well. They seem almost like they're coming straight out of your back.
Interesting. Okay, I would probably say that. Yeah, just a pair of very contrasting blue ones. The only reason I ask is just because if they were just like a harness, like I guess like a
Nope.
kid's harness that just kind of passed off onto them, and he's just gonna tie him to his waist and
Nope.
just kind of let him drape along his coat. Otherwise, but no, if they're just coming out of his back, never mind.
Yeah, they seem to be coming straight out of your back. And for the record, BB, they were not there until Cash took the ticket.
His brow like furrowing a little bit lower. BB like hunches over and like circles around Cash, sort of like a dog would, or like a cat, like very curiously. Is like, you didn't always have wings, did you? Surely I would have noticed them. I would have seen them.
I'm just gonna kind of follow where little Bee's trajectory is, like kind of make laps around and just like gotta also make a note of the new wings, the new appendages. Just like not till a second ago.
You still haven't answered whether or not you're spying on me, by the way.
Oh. Kind of has to shake his head a little bit, like, no, I'm just as kind of confused as you are at this point.
Curious. Well, I mean, seeing as I did decide to come here today anyway, I guess I should grab the ticket. And BB like outstretches his like claws to grab it, and like the second before he grabs it, he's gonna pause and look at Cash, and then look at Nicholas and be like, Nicholas, is that going to happen to me too?
He just kind of smiles at you.
Oh, okay. okay, this is awkward. I overheard that your name was Cassius, even though you didn't tell me specifically, but I am going to inquire because it's rude not to use your name Cassius. Are the wings uncomfortable at all? Do they feel weird? I don't want to, like, I have a feeling it's going to happen to me when I grab this ticket, and I just, if it feels weird, I don't know, I might just pass and go home and, like, I don't know, take a nap.
Oh, it just, well, pretty much till you started circling me here. I actually didn't pay attention that I even got him either. I just assumed that that was a employee costume of some kind. Just looking over to Zenki and Arlo real quick. Just
Nope. Just Zenki's just gonna bluntly say, and shake his head.
Yeah, then I think Phoebe very, very like gingerly is going to like grab the ticket from Nicholas very slowly, almost like wincing upon like contact with the ticket, kind of anticipating the wings.
So the wings appear in like a burst of and each of you would have seen this, a burst of sparkles, but you don't feel anything, if that is the concern.
I think it's less a concern and just being Phoebe's being a little like, what the hell is going on here?
I just can imagine just like those, what do you call it, those anxiety shivers, just like a really quick random shiver, like, huh, what was that? Then just otherwise nothing else.
Yep. You now have wings, which, by the way, BB, what color are your beautiful monarch wings?
BB's, I think, stand in stark contrast to everyone else's. I think they're like a mixture of this like deep, deep blood red as like a secondary color, and a primary color of this like impossibly like almost Vanta black color that's like
Amazing.
staring at it. You almost get lost in it, you know.
I love that. I love that so much. And it really does make
Nice.
your orange scales really pop.
I think BB like tries to turn around and look at his own wings a couple of times, and like whether or not he tries to make them do so, I think they kind of like flutter a bit absentmindedly, and he just goes, "Oh, okay, oh, all right, well, okay, yeah, those are they're there, they're certainly there, they're coming out of me, yes, okay, well." Free ticket and free wings. Do I get free dinner and a free movie as well?
I do regret to inform you that food is not necessarily free. They do come with a cost, but I'm sure you will find it is worth it.
BB just kind of shrugs and a bit under his breath goes, a bit stingy, given you'd give everyone wings for free, but not food. But oh well, it's fine. I'm sure we'll find something to eat somewhere.
And as the four of you sort of convene together in this moment, your eyes are drawn from the ticket booth to, if I can find the right page, I'm so sorry, to this expansive, array of different tents and boardwalks. You see a blue stream and a bridge that even crosses over in front of you. And before you can get too far, you watch as... Give me just a second. We're doing another page flip. I'm so sorry. You watch as a 12-foot tall tree, and I do mean that, a tree, begins to approach, emerging unironically from the carnival itself. You see golden ribbons garlanding the branches, as well as a pair of tiny blue wings growing from its back, approaching in real time. Emerald clouds almost swirl above the tree as leaves, a giant bush of leaves, crown its head, and rain of golden spinning sycamore seeds begins to pour. In this moment, anybody who would like to, is more than happy to make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch these seeds.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
I'm also gonna go for it.
Absolutely sure. A 13.
You know what? Everybody, if you can't beat him, join him. Dexterity throw, yes?
Save.
Dexterity save. Trying to find where the save button
It
is.
should be, so if you see the box, it's up towards the top above skills. Just
Oh,
seed saves.
there we go. Thank you.
21. So a 13, a 13, a 20, and a 21. All of you catch your seeds. I want you to roll me. First, roll me a d8. Roll me a d8.
One single D8?
Yep.
Oh.
A 4.
2 1s. Oh my lord.
I got a 1.
So, BB, Zenki, and Cash, for the next 24 hours, because you have this sycamore seed, you now have gained the following personality trait until dawn, which is, I am easily amused. Any conflicting character trait is temporarily suppressed until this fades.
Oh,
Fair.
Say that one more time. You cut out when you said I am easily. I just
You are
heard, "I'm
easily
amused."
amused, and any conflicting character trait is temporarily suppressed until it fades.
Oh no.
It is a in your repertoire until dawn, so until 8 hours has passed.
Old man
Okay.
could use a laugh at this point.
As for Arlo, you gain a single d4, of which you can add to one ability check before the next dawn.
Well, holy smokes, thank you.
And
hey
as,
DM, can I trade my seed for that one? Can I get a new seed maybe?
well, as you ask, as you contemplate the giant sycamore tree mulled around in your hands, a cute little red squirrel scampers up to you and holds out a dandelion, like one of those dandelion puffs. And if you wish to take it, you may take it.
I just want to say here, Clary knows what's happening, but now easily amused BB, you can put whatever you want in front of me, and I'm gonna. You could put like a freaking like lit fuse, and people would be like, oh, how silly you. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, BB's gonna grab the dandelion or blow it or whatever this silly little squirrel is trying to get him to do.
Yeah. My next question is, because this is also being held out to the other three of you, who all takes it?
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna kind of watch. Gosh, I'm just gonna watch and see what the others do first. See if that's
I think Zenki's gonna take it and be like, oh.
Okay.
Hey. Little rat thing. Okay, come give me that.
Yeah, here.
Let me see that.
Here, come here. Take it. Make a wish. Blow on it. Make a wish.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and blow on it like right away.
Okay. If you blow on it, if you take it and blow on it, I need you in our whisper channel to write down what your character wishes for in our private chat.
Okay.
Same thing for BB as the squirrel holds it out, goes,
Come on, make a wish. You gotta make a wish.
Oh, it's a talking squirrel. Squirrels aren't supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
how alarming. That's wonderful. Oh, I make a wish. Yes, of course. That sounds delightful, even though I should be horribly scared. I'm not.
and holds it out to Arlo. Do you take it?
Arlo is went from looking at the seed that they caught from the sycamore to more so just looking at the squirrel themselves. Just,
Sup?
huh,
Sup? You should take it.
You've got quite the stash there.
Yeah, you should
Wait,
take
tell
it.
me where you.
Make a wish.
Why don't you give one to one of my friends over here?
and like points to one of her 3 friends
I
or
did.
acquaintances.
They just took one. That one and that one.
Points.
I did.
The squirrel's
Wow.
squirrel points to Cash and just like kind of rolls his eyes in a kind of easily amused way and just kind of holds his hand out to take one of them.
Peer pressure. Let's go.
Okay, let me go.
The squirrel does in fact say that, by the way, as it scampers over and hands you a dandelion.
Love it. Okay, let me go and send that into the whisper chat.
It holds one out, Arlo. Do you gotta take it? Last chance.
Last chance, buddy. Come on. You gonna take it or not?
Arlo just says,
I got my hand full of all these seeds. Besides, I'm kind of curious to see how my colleagues are going to react.
Well, fine. You want to do it, I'll do it myself.
Blows it right in front of you.
will playfully, as the seeds and the petals start to flow around in the air, will playfully blow the seeds back towards them, not in like a mean way, just quite literally
for sure.
kids playing with seeds in the air.
For sure. Absolutely. And you hear from the big tree, we want to welcome you all to our lovely Witchlight Carnival. Enjoy your seeds, enjoy your wishes, and I hope all of you partake in great merriment. And as the tree says this, it scoops up the squirrel, who then crawls up on the shoulder, and the two of them, with a loud tush, 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 begins to ascend back into the carnival, from which in this moment, I will now reveal to you the carnival map.
Ooh, exciting!
In front of you as a party, you find yourself here, clicking it, at the ticket booth.
I love this!
You have a menu option within your 8-hour period. And from where you are currently standing, you can either go left or you can go straight. But given where we are now, given what time it is, unfortunately we did start a little late today, but I think with tickets in your hands, wishes being made, and seeds in your hands still, with wings on your back, a mystery to solve, and curiosity overtaking each and every single one of you, this is where we are going to pause and end tonight's session.
All right.
Okay. Woo, thank you so much.
Oh, that's so evil. That's so evil of you. The map. You can't show us the map and then tell us we can't go places on it yet.
That took me back to childhood.
Carnival.
Yes,
Carnival.
in 2 weeks we will resume and explore inside the carnival. Yeah, like Taboo said, you gotta come back next session, I guess. Means you gotta come back.
Next time on Lost and Found.
Yeah, basically.
Next time on Lost and Found, BB unlocks the secrets of Zenkai booths.
I can't do the voice. I can't be Kyle Lambert for the moment. So
Amazing.
I do not do it justice, but
I think you
that's
did
a lot
pretty
better
good.
than mine.
thank you.
But yeah, why don't we start going around the horn and de-introducing ourselves, starting with Clary.
Whoa! Hey, it's me. I'm still Clary. I was Clary when the session started, and I'm Clary when the session's ending. I have been BB. I will continue to be BB, hopefully. My streaming name is Punky. I have not started streaming yet, but that will happen soon. I'll put a schedule up and all those fun things. So you should see me around pretty often. You can find me at my Twitch, which is underneath BB's name, Punky _O_O_. Or on Blue Sky, which is Punky PUN-KI. And yeah, thank you for having me, Saris. I'm extremely excited.
Thank you for being here and thank you for playing. Next up we got Trinket.
Sorry about that. All right. So this is Trinket, also known as just the Trinket Witch, with varying usages of hyphens in their username. You can more or less find all my socials under the dot trinket. Oh, the dash trinket dash witch dot card dot co. Otherwise, this has just been me playing Cassius, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to the next time we get to come and play.
Heck yeah. Next up we got Pepper.
Yo, I am also just the same cat as I was before. But yes, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I appreciate your patience with me. This is my first D&D campaign.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of fun so far. This is good. Goodness. If anyone wants to keep up with me, you know where to find me. The Blue Sky, the Tumblr, the Twitch. I'll try to come back sometime this month to streaming. Oh my goodness, my brain. But yeah, thank you very much. And keep supporting Saris, everybody. Please do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zai.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Zyme. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at ZymeSite, and basically everywhere else at Zyme or Zyminess, like Blue Sky and YouTube and all that jazz. I played Arla Rin today. Sassy little doll that she is. When I am not playing D&D with Good Beans here and every other Saturday, doing Baldur's Gate related D&D shenanigans with the Save by the Spell crew, you can catch me streaming a few times a week. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays usually, unless I am elbow deep in schoolwork. And then Sundays, those are my days off where I'm relaxing and such. You can catch me Tuesday, hopefully, for some more Book Nook streams in Tiny Bookshop. But that's pretty much all for me. And chat,
you guys should probably wish Sarah's happy birthmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yes, happy
Happy
birthday!
Thank you. That's very
birthday.
sweet of you.
The
But-
birthday skeleton wishes to know what your wish for material desires are.
We can have a conversation later. But on that note,
squirrel.
on that note, hello. I am your dungeon master for the evening. You can find me all over the internet at TiXDiXL. In terms of what I'm doing, we have a Monday stream over at the Amusing Thalia where a couple of us get together to play some Near Replicant. And then on Fridays, you can find me playing Vex Alabaster in a game called Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos over at Distortion Devil's channel. And then not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, you can find me over at Burnout Vaughn's channel where I'm once again being a dungeon master. But instead of playing this little whimsical carnival game, we are playing a horror game set in the domains of dread called Those Who Wander. If that's your cup of tea, please come and check us out. We are in the thick of it. Before we properly head off, I do want to take some additional time really quickly to give a bit of a formalized shout out first and foremost for our whoops, that is not the right thing, for the campaign art that was specifically done for our VODs and for our overlay done by the one and only Oath of Oaks. This right here, if you're seeing it, that is who made it. I will, in the VODs, in VOD description, I will put links to their socials as well to give proper credit. And then, of course, I do have to give credit to Trinket for making these adorable Fugis. I cannot take any credit for that. Trinket, you did an amazing job. These are really, really adorable. Thank you so much for gifting them.
Yeah, honestly, it was a lot of fun. I'm still looking at the VOD thumbnail, and I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool.
My eyes have like scanned every inch of it like thousands of times and are going to continue to do so. It's like an Owl House opening card, but also like Sailor Moon splash screen, but like the interstitials of drag. Like it just makes me so happy in so many ways.
Yeah.
It does.
I've been throwing it at everybody that I can. I'm going to be so annoying with throwing it at people's inboxes.
It is well deserved. It is an incredible piece of artwork. And with that, I do want to say a quick thank you to everyone who showed up today to watch us in chat. Thank you for all of the first-time chatters in here and everyone who decided to come and hang out with us for the duration for the last 3 hours. And of course, thank you to my players for being here. We gotta do one last thing. We gotta do one last thing though. We gotta find somebody to raid.
Ooh, that is a good question. Let's see. I think I have some friends on that are alive right now.
I have one person who I follow, who I'm in community with, who's currently playing Baldur's Gate, and they have 5 viewers.
Ooh, absolutely.
Get 'em!
Okay, let us go.
Throw the love at them.
I'm learning something new. There we go. I found him. So we're going to be going over to the Lady Ori, who I believe, are they still, please tell me they're still streaming. They just left! No!
Oh.
All right, we gotta find somebody else. We gotta find somebody else.
Rip.
Welcome to the streamer life officially.
It truly, yeah, right. We gotta find somebody else. Who do you got? Who do you got, Pepper?
Let's see. I'm trying to find something with also the right vibes because I don't think anyone wants to watch like certain horror games after
All
after a
right.
nice session like this. Yeah. All right. So I think my suggestion would probably be waiting for the live tab to actually start working. Thank you very much. Let's see. Let's see. How do we feel about? Oh, I have been meaning to look at them more often anyway. There's Oogie Zuka, someone I need to talk with more, but I've seen them floating around in the same space as me, and they're playing Vintage Story right now. How we feel about Vintage Story?
Sure. We could do that.
Yeah.
Can you send
Sounds
me
good.
in the call chat? Can you send me their user?
Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Also, hello.
Wait, they did. I hope they didn't just end stream.
I
Oh,
hope not. I
wait.
hope not. We'll find out.
Off to bed. Have a good night. Got an early. They've been sitting there. Oh wait, are they just waiting for something to cook?
Oh yeah, it looks like they're playing.
Okay.
All right. What should our raid message be?
Welcome to the Witchlight?
We could do that.
Hell yeah.
It's a cute one.
Oh, squirrel wish.
Squirrel Wish is good.
Squirrel Wish is actually
Squirrel
really
Wish.
good. Oh yeah, Squirrel Wish.
All right. We're going to send them squirrel wish, everybody. Thank you again all for coming. We're going to raid this person. Be nice to them, be kind to them, and give them some love. Have a good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good boy.
And we're out.